Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough! It is time for us to continue with Atlantica, and its frustrating, really frustrating habit of kicking us out after the end of every bloody song. Because you need to have something extra to be able to, you know, achieve the things that it wants you to achieve. So, to begin with, you need Magnet, this time you need Drive Gauge level 5, and it just continues like that. However, we do have another awesome Little Mermaid song here, Under the Sea! Which is just like, yes! Although it's really weird here, because they get Ariel to sing it as well. Which just, it's weird. Also, I believe you may actually see me fail rather miserably. Have to restart it, because, as I said, the timings with this is so off. Like, nothing's in sync.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody
like,
else's lake.
You dream about going up there, but that is
oh god, it's just, all of it's just driving me nuts.
right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things.
Like,
What more is you looking for?
I didn't have a problem with it when I was younger. I mean, still, the whole timing thing was off. But now that I'm older and wiser, and I know a little bit more about musical composition, it's basically the singing is offbeat with the music, and the button prompts are offbeat with everything else. It's not good.
Seaweed is always greener in
But having said that,
somebody else's
love that, you know, Haley Joel Osment singing this song. It's just slightly weird that they get Ariel singing at the end as well. Oh well. Right here on the ocean floor, such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter, take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day, out in the fun they slave away, while we devote and fall down to floating under the sea. Under the sea, under the sea. Streets life is sweet here, we got the beat here naturally. Even the sturgeon and the ray, they get the urge and start to play. We got the spirit, you got to hear it under the sea. Under the sea, under the sea. When the sardine begin, the big green is music to me. What do they got? A lot of sand. We got a hard crustacean band. Each little clam here know how to jam here under the sea. Each little slug here cutting a rug here under the sea. Each little snail here know how to whale here, that's why it's hotter under the water. You're in luck here, down in the muck here under the sea. Yeah! You could probably tell just about that there are a couple of moments there where I was quicker. Because the song is originally a little bit quicker. And also, they cut out so many bits of that, it's insane.
Song, Sebastian. It's not what I want to sing.
Also, it's so odd because they make Ariel sing, because in the film, it doesn't happen.
Land and sea together.
Seeking would make chowder out of me if
And
you
also,
sung like
the whole
that.
song is meant to make Ariel feel better about being under the sea.
And I'm not going to sing at all.
And yet, to succeed at the song, you need to get the Ariel counter up to the top,
Get myself into this situation.
where it's the land rather than below, which is just weird.
But with a human.
Ariel's in love with a human?
Oh, me and my big mouth.
Just a bit, Sebastian. Bloody hell, man. And now we have just the really sad realization that that is the last time we will hear an actual song from The Little Mermaid. And I think I just completely mangled saying The Little Mermaid there. Oh my god, what is happening to me? But yeah, we just don't see it. And it's just like, oh. And what's really, really frustrating is that there are so many opportunities here for songs from the original film, because they go to do the Kiss the Girl thing. They could have done a version of that. They could have done Poor Unfortunate Souls, which is one of the most awesome villain songs ever. But no. We're not allowed such wonders. We're forced to play through lecky stuff that nobody cares about. Now, you are able to redo all of the musicals if you want to. And if you want to get Jiminy's Journal completed, then you're going to have to, because you need to get a certain score or whatever, but I really, really don't care. But also, be prepared for a huge amount of cutscene. Like, I'm pretty sure we're about to have
This is great, Sora. I know he'll be happy to have this
15 minutes of cutscene.
Just who is this he?
Like, what? Why was this necessary?
Ariel, you know how dangerous humans are.
You don't even know him! Oh, Daddy, you've told me that you don't trust humans, but they can't all be as bad as you say. And I'm gonna prove it to you.
So help me, Ariel. I am going to get through to you. And if this is the only way, so be it.
No!
And do you know what makes this even worse? Is that we have to listen and watch this 15 minutes worth of cutscene, and there's these bits where there's nobody talking. And also, I could have sworn that we killed Ursula last time, and yet somehow Ariel is going to sign her voice away to the Sea Witch. Once again, why couldn't we have had Poor Unfortunate Souls here? I know there's the whole paying royalties to Alan Menken and all that for using the songs, but come off it, you got the money. Kingdom Hearts 2 was a big enough production that you could have afforded it. So why waste it, and why not use the amazing songs that are already there waiting for you? It's like, I mean, it's sort of technically the easy option in the sense that you can be lazy, you can just take what is there and not have to make any new music up. But for what Kingdom Hearts is, it makes things so much more faithful. And that's what people want.
Well, now, I won't intrude any longer. I'll be on my way. You obviously don't want my help. Too bad about your prince, though. He is quite a catch.
Wait. All I have to do is sign?
You poor unfortunate soul.
We have a deal. Here you go.
I just felt it was necessary to have that,
Sora, please! You've got to stop!
considering we're not allowed
Wait.
to experience it.
Oh,
Paluga, Savruga, come winds of the Caspian Sea. Larynxus, glossitis, and max laryngitis, la voce to me. Now sing! I know it's a horrendous rendition, but even then, it lifts the spirit. Also, where the hell did you get that rag from, Ariel?
Oh no! She can't breathe like that!
I mean, I know we're not exactly allowed to see naked women in Kingdom Hearts. It's a little bit too adult. But, like... I mean, at least Ursula clothed her, because she didn't in the film. And after, it was very, very well shot in the film to kind of allow you to see that she's completely naked, apart from, you know, the shells. But then doesn't really show you anything, and uses a lot of stuff to do with light. It's very well done, and incredibly tasteful, considering Ariel's 16, and it's totally not okay to be quite attracted in such a manner towards a fictional 16-year-old female.
Whoa.
Just know.
Easy there. What's wrong? You can't speak? Oh, well, where did you come from? That's my pendant. I can't believe you found it. Thank you. Please, come with me. I want to help you.
So, the cutscene's going to continue, and I should probably point out that, Ursula is once again voiced by the wonderful Pat Carroll, who has voiced Ursula since the original film, just beautifully and amazingly. And she also voices Morgana, which is Ursula's sister in The Little Mermaid 2: Return to the Sea. But most of the time you would recognise her from stuff on TV, and she's been in quite a lot. So she's Grandma in a Garfield Christmas special, and I think just in the Garfield TV series in general. She's also Prunella, which is one of the ugly stepsisters in the 1965 version of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, which is just amazing that she's in that. I mean, I have to say, most of the stuff that she's done is like 1950s to late 1990s, and I think she's kind of sort of mostly retired these days. But Pat Carroll's amazing, and Ursula wouldn't be Ursula without her.
Hey, where's Sebastian?
Well, King Triton wanted him at the palace.
I wonder if it's about Ariel.
If King Triton finds out what happened, we're in hot water. Especially since we kept it a secret.
What about Ursula?
She disappeared.
Well, how's Ariel doing? She's only got until sunset tomorrow, right?
Hey, look!
Well,
Sha-la-la-la-la, oh
I can't see.
you feel like the boy too shy, you won't kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la, ain't that sad, it's such a shame, too bad he gonna miss the girl. See, once again, missed bloody opportunity!
Okay.
man, they were so close.
Well, I think we ought to get back to looking for Ursula.
Yeah, good idea.
It just...
No sign of Ursula.
I know I'm sounding really, really, really ranty in this, but it's true. And while I don't disagree with doing a QuickTime event rhythm game for Atlantica, or for any of the worlds really, because I love seeing the original music of the Disney films being used. And while it's a flawed representation, I like that Atlantica does it. It just doesn't do it enough, you know? Also, this is a lovely truncated version of the plot. Gets us through everything quite nicely, I have to say. But yeah, it's just the way in which Kingdom Hearts 2 deals with this is not good. Gameplay-wise, it's horribly flawed, because despite it being a rhythm game, it's not in rhythm. And also, it doesn't use enough of the original stuff, and the new stuff that it does use is not particularly interesting.
The girl who sang to me.
Oh, Eric. I wanted to tell you.
Of course. It was you. You're the one who saved me that night in the storm. Oh, Ariel, I'm sorry I didn't figure it out sooner. You're the one I love.
Eric.
Not so fast! Do you see what I see? You're too late.
Also, I really like that they use that piece of animation, because it's so creepy in the film and it's so creepy there. But it's very well done. And whilst plot is continuing to happen, and we are still not given the musical piece that we were promised at the start of this thing, and the cutscene is still going.
Stay out of this, you fools.
Like, Kingdom Hearts has some amazing animation.
Signed a contract.
Like, my god, even like the facial animation when it's actually happening, it's stunning.
That contract's no good.
Like, it's so expressive and so smooth. It's phenomenal. And I think with the HD remixes, you can really tell how amazing some of this stuff is. It does, however, make Default Face all the worse. I mean, look, Ursula, amazing facial stuff. King Triton, Ariel, completely dead.
Just promise you'll let my
But,
daughter go.
But we had a deal, unless, of course, you're offering to take her place.
I'm afraid I have no choice. Your Majesty!
At last! Daddy! Ah! Who's the mighty ruler of the seas now?
You monster! Let him go!
Ah!
Eric!
How dare you! Pitiful, insignificant human!
Hey, that's enough.
Ha-ha! No, you won't bow to me!
And finally, we are given the musical challenge. I think, once again, I'm gonna restart it. I probably should have cut these out, but, you know, I'm just incredibly lazy, and also I dislike Atlantica that much that I will just leave it in, because they couldn't be bothered to keep their bloody prompts in time, so I can't be bothered to edit properly.
This witch is back to bring her wrath upon
yeah, it just didn't go well there. So we're going to restart that, pretend like that never happened. Now, despite the fact that I do give the game a lot of flack for Swim This Way and this song and the finale song of the world, this one's not that bad. It's just, it's no Poor Unfortunate Souls at all.
This witch is got to bring her wrath upon the sea. Triton can't be rid of me, not that easily, and like all dare defy me.
Also, it is probably by far the easiest of all of them, because all you need to do is get rid of Ursula's health bar, which is very easy to do. I mean, it's easy to mess up and then she gets it back, but you should be done with Ursula's health bar very soon into this song, and it's just a case of just keep going.
I don't think so.
And there's not really much else to say other than mash away. I mean, it's a slightly difficult mash to do, but it's very, very, very easy to destroy Ursula completely and utterly. I mean, we've already won. We've just got to get into the end of the song.
Such a stubborn royal who is fighting for his prize without your precious mermaid. Now you're crazy with revenge. I suppose I sympathize.
I'm not gonna lose her!
Right, we're with you all the way.
Flotsam and jetsam. Royal done, strong as the tide. Sweet as poopsies, hasten to my side right now. Mommy needs you. Smash those stupid fools. Make them rise.
Sorry, Mommy. Your poopsies are toast.
Oof, burn. Not a good burn, but a burn nonetheless.
This is not the end, my dears. I swear I've just begun. It's not over until Ursula has won.
Well, unfortunately, Duck, it is over because, you know, we've just cleared it and we've won. So it's a little bit of an ironic song because pretty much you get partway through and then it's just like, oh, we've won.
That's what you think.
And Ursula stands no chance at all.
No, it's not possible.
It's over, Ursula.
That belongs to me.
All right, then. You can have it!
Whoa there, Eric, that's a little bit violent, is it not? I mean, it's certainly no broken ship to the stomach and then getting electrocuted violently whilst falling into a vat of your own ink, but it's still pretty damn grim for Kingdom Hearts, I have to say.
Please, Ariel. You can come out now. It's okay. Ariel?
Eric, did you not spot that, you know, she's a mermaid? You were underwater for a period. You didn't spot her at all. Are you blind?
You see, Eric? This is why I went to Ursula.
This can't be.
I would have told you sooner.
To think.
Eric, goodbye.
I had all that time and I didn't work on my swimming.
Huh?
Well, I guess it's never too late to learn, right? Will you teach me?
I'd love to.
All right.
And so we only have one more song to do, thank God. Now, I've spoken a little bit about Broadway adaptations of Disney films, and so we've had Beauty and the Beast, we've had Aladdin. There was also a Little Mermaid Broadway adaptation that I've seen is actually surprisingly good. And what I believe I did bring it up when I was talking about Jafar. But Jonathan Freeman, who voices Jafar, originated the role of Grimsby in the Broadway adaptation of The Little Mermaid, which is just awesome. Also, they gave Ursula some more songs in the Broadway adaptation, which was really cool. Because Poor Unfortunate Souls is just such a good song that it needs a reprise. And they did solve some of the plot problems with the film. So, it's good. I kind of wish that the Broadway adaptations would have reached the West End, because we've only really ever had The Lion King. And as much as I love The Lion King, I want to see these other things. So, when the bloody Frozen Broadway adaptation hits, I want that to bloody come over to the West End. We deserve it. The West End's just as good, if not better, than Broadway. It's just that wonderful and glorious. But it's unlikely to ever happen, unfortunately, which sucks! But either way, we are nearly done with Atlantica. And then we actually begin the end of the game. I think. So, it's time for our final song, and as with Swim This Way and Ursula's Revenge, we have a new, unique song for the game. A New Day is Dawning. It's not atrocious, but it's not good. Thankfully, it's not that difficult to get the score that it wants you to get, but just be on your toes. Fun fact, these are all actually Ariel's sisters, which have all got, like, names beginning with A, because that's how things work. Oh dear. Oof. Yep, no, Donald, just stop.
We were glad to help you out and very proud it's true.
Oh, good grief. Oh, these rhymes are just so inane. Ah! If you want them to. And this happiness inside I owe to every one of you. There is literally no need for this at all. Ugh. This absolutely does not live up to, you know, the part of your world reprise that happens at the end of the film. It's so emotional, it's so wonderful, but no. Also ends really naffly. Just, Atlantica's not good in Kingdom Hearts 2. It could have been great and fun and alright, but they just ruined it. And so, thank God it's over. And we can move on. Because I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Watch and you'll see. Now we can be part of the world that never was. Yes! That was so awful, I apologise, but it needed to be said.
Sora, what's happening?
A new pathway has opened.
What? You gonna go? This is goodbye?
I won't do it. We'll never say goodbye.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even though we're hitting the road, our worlds are all connected. Which means we are free to come and go.
I said.
So don't be sad and always know we'll come back soon to say hello.